Hey, what is up, you guys? WWE Fan 0599 here again, and welcome back to WWE Fans TV Recap Show. And today's recap show will be for The Flash. So, this week's episode of The Flash is entitled The Darkness and the Light. Now, before we get into this episode, of course, spoilers are ahead. So, if you have not seen this episode, please do not watch this review. Or, if you have seen the episode, if you just don't care about spoilers, continue on watching. So, let's get right into this week's episode. So, what this episode is basically about, it's about, Barry takes Harrison Wells from Earth 2, back to lab and everything, and he says that, he tells him that Zoom is unstoppable, basically. And when Zoom sends Dr. Light to come and destroy the Flash, basically try to kill him, he's got to try and stop Dr. Light. So, yeah. So, what did I think of this week's episode? Personally, another great episode from The Flash. Just really Flash is being really good with their episodes. And just another great episode with this season. So, yeah. So, let's get into my positives. And my positives are the acting with the episode. The acting, it was really good with the episode. I thought everybody did a really good job in the episode. I thought Grant Gustin as Barry Allen, he was great. Thought he did a great job in this episode. Really enjoyed him. He did do a great job in this episode. Like I said, really enjoyed him. Did a tremendous job in this episode. So, yeah, he was really good. Of course, Tom something, I forgot his last name, but, he did a great job as Harrison Wells. Great to see him come back. It's awesome. And I thought he did a great job in this episode as well. He was really good. So yeah, Daniel Panabaker as Caitlin, she was great. The guy who plays Cisco was great as well. So yeah, everyone was mostly great. Everyone was really great in this episode. I really enjoyed them in this episode. So yeah. The action with the episode, the action was really great. There's only a few action scenes, but they were great for what they were. I really enjoyed them. So yeah, they were really well filmed. The action was great. The writing was really good with this episode. I thought the writing was really good with this week's episode. The directing was really good as well with the episode. I thought the directing was really good with this episode as well. And the effects were really good as well with the episode. And I'm glad they were good, so yeah. So let's talk about some of the moments that happened in this episode. First being, we see, it starts off with, we're in Earth 2 8 months ago when Harrison Wells is introducing this new product that detects metahumans. And when Flash, Jay Garrett Flash comes in, he's like, tell them the real reason. Tell them you're behind all of this. You're the reason that, all these metahumans were created because of the particle accelerator, Kind of the same thing that happened in Earth 1. So, and, I really enjoyed seeing that. They have a rivalry as well, He's blaming him because he was the reason he created Zoom. So, yeah, I really enjoyed that. That was really cool. So, yeah. When Barry takes, Harrison Wells back to the lab, really like seeing that, and they're all like, they're all conflicted about this. They really are. They're all conflicted about this because this is, the Harrison Wells that they knew was, a killer. So, this is all weird to them. And when Jake Garrett learns that he's in Earth 1, he's not too happy. So yeah, and they have a confrontation, and that was great seeing too, so yeah. Then when Barry goes to go fight Dr. Light, he goes to try and fight her. And when they're both fighting, he's like, hey, why can't we just have a casual conversation? She takes off her mask, and it's Linda, Barry's ex-girlfriend, and he's like, Linda? And she's like, wait, how do you know me? So, yeah, that's her doppelganger. And that was cool seeing, and then Barry, unfortunately, gets blinded by the light, so, yeah. Then, when Jay Garrett and, Caitlin Snow, they were both, trying to look for Dr. Light so she doesn't go and kill Linda now that she finds out she has a double. So, yeah, and basically, she destroys the car that they're in. They're both knocked out. She's about to go kill Linda. Luckily, Jay gets there in time. And so, yeah. And Linda sees that she has a twin, and she's like, wait, how is this happening? Like, how is this happening? And that was cool seeing. I really liked that. That was really cool seeing as well. So yeah. Then when Barry has his final battle with Dr. Light, I really enjoyed that. And Harrison Wells, like in the first season, was helping out Barry. Like, what he told him to do was run as fast as you can, because there will be multiple U's, like there will be multiple U's in a way, and so she won't know who is the real you. So I really like that, helping them out. They're able to take down Dr. Light, so yeah. Now let's talk about the final moment that happened in this episode, when we see back in Earth 2, we see that Zoom has somebody captured. I was like, I didn't know who it was at first, and then she was like, my daddy is smart, he'll get me out of here. I'm like, who? And then I was like, oh, because I remember from earlier in the episode, he did have a daughter, so Zoom has captured Harrison Wells' daughter. Maybe that's the reason why he's here, to help Barry and everything, to get his daughter back. Maybe that's the reason why he's here on Earth 1, so yeah. So Zoom has his daughter. My only problems with the episode is when, like I said, in the moments Barry gets blind, he's blinded, and he has to go on a date with Pepe, Pepe, I believe that's what her name is. He wants to go on a date with her. And that whole scene was just, and the whole, him being blind, and the whole, date thing, I felt could have been cut from the episode. It really didn't fit well with the episode, in my opinion. It was just really thrown in there, and just didn't service the plot at all, so yeah. And my last negative is that I did feel it was slow this episode. I did feel it was a bit slow. And I thought I could have picked up a bit. But yeah, that's just me. So yeah. But besides that, I really enjoyed the episode. Another great episode from The Flash. I really enjoyed it. So yeah. So it's time for my official grade on this episode. And my official grade on this episode is an A-. Great episode. I really enjoyed it. So yeah. So what do you guys think of this week's episode? Leave in the comment section below. I'm WWE Fan 0599, and we'll see you out later. Peace.